Hey guys, so I don't have my camera stand today, so I'm going to be using my hand to hold it. Well, yeah, so if you guys saw my last video, I was talking about like majoring in a major that I regret. I'm not going to tell you the deets, you should go watch it. I believe if you click like somewhere up there, I think it should be that one. If not, it'll be on that side. Wherever it pops up, you can click that and watch it first to better understand. But I basically just wanted to talk about my transfer experience when I transferred to USC. So let's get straight into it. So I transferred to USC around 2021, and by that time I was supposed to be a junior. But when I came into this school, they really took a lot of my credits, and then I got set back to sophomore year again. So it's technically repeating sophomore year again. Matter of fact, they had me in as a freshman until I later figured out that they never processed my transcript. So like, you know, the rest of it. So I had to call the office and be like, oh yeah, we'll like update it in the system. And then they had me at sophomore status. So, you know, it was stressful. Now, there are many reasons why, it happened that way. But at that time when I came in, I was a business student, and the business school here, Marshall, like everyone that transfers here has to retake accounting and economics. Like they don't care. They want you to take it at their school. So if you took it somewhere else, it didn't matter. And hearing that was one of like the worst things ever, because it was just like, what? Like I have to retake those classes again? Like I don't want to retake those at all. So yeah, I was there. And then on top of that, it's GEs. There's like certain GEs that they might accept, like electives, and certain ones they won't accept. And then there's also other categories that are not fulfilled because I didn't take anything like that at my last school. Now, maybe I should have done my research more, because I just thought it was easy transferring. Like I didn't know at that time. I wish someone had explained the process more to me, that when you transfer doesn't mean that everything's gonna transfer in. Because my school in Massachusetts, it was my community college, I was through the mass transfer program, so everything I studied there is set to fulfill like any requirement if you transfer to a Massachusetts college. And for some reason I'm thinking it'll work the same way for you know, out here in the West Coast. But I was wrong. But hey, don't get me wrong, it might also be because I was transferring to Marshall. You know, they have like their own little thing that they want to do. So, you know, that really sucked. And then that's like, you know, I was just sitting there not really happy with my major anymore. So I was just like, okay, like let me switch. So, you know, obviously switching to, I feel like it still kept me at sophomore year. Yeah, it's definitely still kept me at sophomore year, but I think it pushed me to, well, how would you say it? Something semester like senior year or something like that, because I was supposed to graduate May 2023 and now I'm graduating May 2024. So I think it pushed me like 2 semesters. Yeah. Yeah, so that sucked. And I would say honestly, if you're going to be transferring to like another college, especially from community college, I don't know what it is, I feel like a lot of schools, like big schools like USC, like big name schools, don't really, I don't know, me personally, I feel like they don't really want those community college credits. I don't know if they feel like it's not equivalent, like the level of education. Like there's literally classes that I've taken that now I have to like take here, and it's like, why? Like for example, I have this GE life science, right? And I was like, okay, I'll just do psychology. And then I later figured out that I can't take psychology because it will count as a duplicate in my major, which means they won't take the credit because I took it at my other college. Now, why they weren't taking the credit was 2 reasons. Number one, the one I took at my community college didn't have a lab, which is technically just discussion. Because to me, lab is wearing like lab coats and poking at things. But no, when they use lab here, I don't know why they do that. They use lab for like certain sciencey stuff, and then it's just like you just go and it's like discussion and like readings and whatnot for a whole 2 hours. So yeah, that was one of the reasons. And then secondly, at USC, I think they said something like GEs from A through F, they don't take credit from any college. So yeah, that's the system here. So before you transfer, double check what the school takes and what it doesn't take. And then if you know it's a school you really want to go to, you can, you know, set your classes at whatever college you're at to those things that they will take at that college. So when you come in, you're not set back, because here's the thing, I've never stayed back in my life and then coming to college and then having to like be set back again to sophomore year when I was supposed to be a junior and I should be done with school right now. It really sucks, but then I made peace with it. So, you know, everyone's journey is different and it is what it is, but it does suck. Like, you know, my peers that I graduated high school with are already done and about going about their life. But yeah, so double check that. Also, language requirements is very important. Like, if you didn't do AP classes, just know you're gonna have to do a placement exam. And if you don't place high enough, even if let's say you took up to Spanish 3 or whatever language 3 in your high school, but because you didn't do like an AP class that will give you the college credit, just know if you didn't really understand the class, the level 3 class, and let's say you do the placement and you get put in like level 2 or level 1, you have to start it from that level. They don't care. So honestly, I would encourage every high school student to take AP when it comes to language and try your best and get the credit. So when you come to college, because most majors are going to require it, they make it seem like after high school you don't have to take language again. Honey, that's a lie. You are going to take language, okay? At least from my experience in my school, I don't know how it is in other schools, but I know language requirement is a lot in a lot of different majors, and they're going to make you take it again. And it was stressful. So I like placed in level 2. You know, I haven't taken Spanish in a long time, so I thank God for that. But yeah, so make sure your language requirements are all set, and then make sure that, yeah, honestly, I think that if you're coming from another college, I think if you have a certain level and you did well in it, they might take it. That I don't know, that's something that you would have to ask admissions on your own, because, you know, I don't work here, so I don't know all the rules and stuff. But again, this is just my experience. All right, and then what else? Yeah, so GE requirements, and then you're also gonna be required to take writing. So there's writing 150 and then there's writing 340. So everyone is required to take this. Like, there's no getting out of it. You have to take it. And now I'm taking my last writing requirement, and it's writing 340. That's just how the school is set up, okay? And then, excuse me. Also, like certain credits, like certain classes you may have taken at your other college, over here it will count as another like class. And for example, it's like this. So I'm in communication, right? And when I was in my community college, I was studying business, and they said that taking like a public speech class is very important. So I took the public speech class there. Why? Now when I come here for communication, I'm required to take public speech. So I'm like, oh wait, I took that class, it should count as a credit. No, it doesn't, because when I went to check, my community college counts it as an English class, and over here they count it as a communication class. So it wouldn't have worked regardless. It won't transfer over, even though it's literally the same thing. And like, I did not like that class at all. I took it during COVID, so now I'm like, dang, I have to take it in person now. Yeah, it's a lot. So literally do your homework and double check before you transfer into any college, because it is very stressful, honey. It's stressful. But yeah, that's my transfer experience on the academic side of things. I'm gonna do another video explaining my transfer experience and making friends as a transfer student, and what no one tells you about that, because honey, it's not that easy. Like at all. So I'll do another video on that. But I hope you guys like this. I try to like pack everything in here as much as possible. You guys can ask me questions if you want. I will answer them. But hope you like this video, and I hope it was helpful. All right, and I will see you guys next time on my next video. Subscribe, like, and share. Bye.